Hello, sir. I'm sorry I'm late. I was standing out by the gate.
If you were a classically trained musician from the 17th century, you would probably be absolutely boggled at what jazz is. But we've now been familiar with jazz for the last, since the beginning of the century, so it doesn't seem that much of a deal now that people can improvise around a theme. And that's the same as what we do with words, really.
The bloke who stood up and said, you're just saying words and people are laughing.
And walked out.
Oh, the public can be so cruel.
But he was right.
He was right, yeah, he had a point.
I'm an old bottom woman.
Holmes, you're not fooling anyone.
But I am just a simple bottom woman selling clothes pegs.
You've been at the laudanum again, haven't you?
Yes, did I, Sherlock Holmes. Ha! I fooled you, didn't I?
You're bored, Sherlock. I know you're bored. You want a new case. We haven't had a case for 3 weeks now.
I know. What's going on? Why don't people consult me anymore?
Oh, there's a knock at the door.
I shall get it. There's nobody there. You lied. I think what we need to do, Watson, is we need to advertise our services. Oh, hey, there's somebody at the door.
Well, I'll put an advert in the Times.
Come in.
How did you know there was someone there?
That knocking gave me a clue.
My God,
do you have any aspiration to do anything else at all except continue to write and perform comedy?
I think it's the best thing of all. I sort of, and sometimes when, somebody says, oh, do you want to be an actor or do straight acting? Oh, no, why? This is harder. This is much more interesting for me because it's that thing that you can tell how well you're going. Sometimes in the middle of, Richard III, you might not be sure whether they're asleep or whether they're rapt with attention. With comedy, you don't need to have a straw poll. I'd love to make a comic film, and that's what I've got to try and do, with something that will last. That's my version of immortality. Because I saw a Buster Keaton film when I was about 14, and I came out and I thought, that's fantastic. I just love to... Here was a bunch of people laughing at a film that we made 50 years before, and I just thought, that's what I'd love. I'd love to construct something, even if it was only 10 minutes. That would be... I'd prefer that to any book or a play that I wrote or any artist. I'd put that up with any artistic achievement, the Buster Keaton film. It's a wonderful, wonderful piece of life-affirming work, and I think that's what I love about comedy, is that you can... There was a moment on tour last year, and I was playing Derby. I'd never been to Derby before. The Derby Assembly Rooms, and I was going towards the end of the act, and there was a guy in the front row sitting about there who was rocking. He was physically rocking with laughter, backwards and forwards. And I could just see him out of the corner, and I just thought, this is fantastic. To be able to do that to somebody without touching them.
That's all for me. Thank you very much for coming. See you again sometime.
Melvyn Bragg meets Frank McCart on next Sunday's South Bank Show.
I came back quickly before you changed your mind.